name is Lisa Taylor, and I work for a company called Xcelligence. And Xcelligence is a big umbrella company. Underneath it, we've got really good stuff, discount school supplies, Children's Factory, EPI, and a couple others. We're all educational based. So one of the biggest challenges before we started using Stibo was data everywhere, literally everywhere. We had data on Excel sheets, we had shared documents that people updated. It was just data chaos. So ever since we've gone onto the Stibo system, we have one centralized place where all of our data is stored. It is secure. You cannot touch data unless you have authority to do so. And then if you need to find something, you've got one place to go, one place to look. I think the best thing about going onto the system, our greatest result, is getting products live fast. So you get a product, you want to sell it, you want to get it out to your website and get it out to your customer as soon as you possibly can. You don't want to have to go through weeks or months of creating images and collecting data. We could just store all the data in one system, export it out, it goes right to the website overnight, and our product is live and we can sell it to our customers. So in the end, that makes us more money and customers are happy. Quantifying the impact of going to Stibo, definitely resources. So, in the before Stibo days, we had to have a lot of resources that were all really doing double work. Now we have one isolated team that does all of the collecting data from vendors. We can import it into our system quickly and effectively. The system has definitely helped us in goals for our team. There's a lot of reporting that comes out of STEP. You can see when your product began onboarding, how long it took for each department and each team to achieve their goals, and then find out ways that we can help streamline that. Like if you see something is taking 5 weeks, you could look at that and say, why is it taking 5 weeks and how do we help streamline that? So Stibo Systems has helped us in a particular problem with sunsetting products. So if you have a product, you purchase it from your vendor, whether it is or isn't a good seller, and then the vendor comes in and they says this product's no longer available. We need to be able to take that information, bring it into Stibo, cancel it, sunset it is what we call it on our system. We sunset the product. It flows out to the website with a substitute that the merchandisers can pick, goes out to all of the ERPs and the downstream systems to then cancel that product, so purchasing is no longer buying it, it's no longer trying to be received, and customers are not buying it and being disappointed. Stibo has helped us remove data-related roadblocks by allowing us to put in securities and also attributes that are required. For example, we are dealing with educational customers, so it's extremely important that all of the product that we sell to them are compliant. We can certainly not sell any product to a school or a child that is sharp or doesn't go through the proper compliance. So we have built workflows and we add PCI compliant documentation that is governed by the government, so we can keep all of that information in our system to ensure before product goes live that it meets all the safety standards. Stibo Systems has allowed us to quickly pivot to help with the customer demands. One of the biggest things was product being onboarded very fast, bringing things into the classroom that are fun and innovative and also seasonally related. So if it is Halloween time and we've got product and we want to sell it Halloween season time, we want to get that onboarded as quickly as possible. Before Stibo, we weren't able to do that. So Stibo Systems has helped us tremendously in expanding our business. So we are an umbrella company, and underneath Xcelligence, there are lots of different companies. We can utilize Stibo to have one single record, but also understanding that each of these companies have different downstream systems, different ERPs, different websites, so we could share the data that's relevant to the product, like images and pricing that we want to be consistent across the board, as well as safety compliance. But we also want to make sure that each ERP and or web platform has its own required data elements to make sure that the item goes live.
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, subscribe to the Stibo Systems YouTube channel.